Welcome to Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
So grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use. Welcome to Just Minding My Business. And today, this show is all about a Sister Circle Empowerment Network and some of the amazing women that make, I should say, a Sister Circle Empowerment Network what it is. So I'm going to be introducing several of our members. And our first member that I'm going to bring to the mic is Zenobia Showers. And I'm going to let her tell you what Zenobia Showers is all about. Well, welcome to the show, Zenobia.
Thank you for having me. This is a great platform that you have, the radio show, and I'm glad I get a chance to speak to the listeners, and very humbled to be on this platform this evening. But I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm one half of a mother-daughter team, and we educate people and inform people about the dangers in our everyday water supply. So we're into health and wellness. About 4.5 years ago, I put my mom on Facebook. And my mom really heard about Facebook, just really didn't know how to maneuver through Facebook and didn't really know that I gave her a page. Well, long story short, my mom came across a machine that she felt as though that could help her. Now, my mom has, and she doesn't claim it, I don't either, but rheumatoid arthritis, which you hear about. It can attack your joints, attack the blood. It can really put you in a crippling stage. And haven't quite found a cure for it, but my mom is a very strong woman, and she's been working through some of the challenges. And but to look at my mom, you would never know with some of the effects of rheumatoid arthritis. You would never know that this is something that she tackles every day. So my mom reached out and found out about the water, and she told me about it. And I'm a big skeptic about a lot of things. And so when she told me about it, I said, well, it's kind of a no-brainer. If my mom feels strong about it, I'm for it. That's just me. Anything that I can do to help her not hurt anymore. That was the main thing, to not be in pain. And a lot of us are sitting and we are suffering with pain in silence. And this was something that she really felt that could help her. So I drove almost about an hour to be exposed to this new product. Wasn't really new because it's been on the market for over 45 years. It's only been in the United States for under 16 years. And I exposed my mom I got the water for my mom, and instantly, within a week and a half, saw a difference. I saw a difference when my mom didn't even really see a difference for herself. So the light bulb just went off. What else can I do to help my mom? And I started to educate myself. I started to talk to people more about the water, and it became a mission for me to help my mother. Well, then when I saw what it did for my mom, I said, well, this can really help other people. How many people know about this? Especially in our community, especially with Black, with women, children. And I just made it my mission to keep educating myself and keep pushing to know more, to learn more. My background, I come from a family of, I'm not gonna say healers, but they deal a lot in holistic way of living. But it kind of went over my head. You know, I had my grandmom, I had my cousin, you know, they really, really dig deep into holistic and a healthy way of living, an alternative way of living. And again, this was just something that I really, really took ownership in, and I just wanted to spread the word. And we've been doing it now for going on 5 years. And that's what we do. My mom, she has her own business. She's a master interior design, so I've pretty much been under her, doing design, weddings and events and things of that nature. But when this health water came in, across my front door, I just knew what I had to do. And what it did for me, I could talk a little bit about my own testimony. I became a mom at the age of 40 for the first time. And my daughter, she's my miracle baby. And now she's my alkaline baby. But I was faced with a lot of challenges. I'm over 40. Well, I'm 40. I'm pregnant. My diabetes is pretty much out of, it was really, really, I was in a bad state. My A1C, if you are familiar with A1C, was 15 when I found out that I was pregnant, which was the second highest that my doctor had ever witnessed. And so, of course, I'm faced, you know, having a baby, not being, you know, carrying her to term, or she coming with disabilities or challenges. And I am blessed to say that my daughter is healthy, strong, and she's my miracle baby. And she actually saved my life. If it wasn't for me getting pregnant with my daughter, I wouldn't have took my health serious. Even though I'm going and I'm sharing this great water, this great product with everyone, I wasn't doing the same for myself. And it made me understand how precious life is. And I need to take care of myself for my child. And so I say all this to say, when it comes to your health, you really, really dig deep into yourself and what matters to you. My family, my children, my friends, people who love me. And I just want to share. You know, it's not about the money for me. I got in it because of what I saw it did for my mom. What I saw it did was a young lady that we were working with who had a severe case of psoriasis. We were working for a lady who had cancer. And within a day and a half of me just bringing the water to her, just sharing the water, her doctor couldn't explain it. Her numbers started to improve within a day and a half. That's unheard of in the medical world, I would think. So my story is simple. I'm here to educate. I'm here to inform. I'm here to help people help themselves. I like to tell people, you know, your body has the ability to heal itself. You just need the right tools to do so. And hopefully my testimony and the testimonies of others that I bring before others will help someone, and the light bulb might go off for them, and might join my journey to health and wellness. So that's a little bit about me.
Oh, right. So how do our listeners get in contact with you if they want more information?
Well, I do have a website, and I can share that with you towards the end. But I do have a website, and you can go on. You can read some of the testimonies. You can look at the machines and see what it does for you. The pH balance, the acidity. You can learn a lot about the cancer and how this water has helped people with cancer. People with stage 4 throat cancer, and now they are in remission. So there's a lot of information that I would love to share with you. It's a Zenobia at livewater.enagic.com. And I want to make sure that I get that correct. Okay. But I will I'll just confirm that in just a few.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Zenobia, for sharing. So next up, we have Tanisha, who has a truly unique business. And her name is Tanisha Hofstad, and she just became a mom, so congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Tanisha, tell our listening audience what you do.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Miss Ada, and thank you so much, listeners, for tuning in to the Sister Circle network. And I'm very grateful to be on this show and just share how I can help other listeners. And Zenobia, just know that I will be calling you at the end of this call because I just had a baby and I want some of that water.
I'm here for you.
So thank you for sharing. So my name is Tanisha, like Ms. Ada said, and my business is called Baltimore Easy Home Rentals. It's myself as along with my partner named Tori, and I'm mainly in charge of the marketing. So when it comes down to marketing, I'll be the one that's mainly on calls or what have you. So our business is property management. We provide property management, tenant placement, renovations, evictions, and project management as well. So we stream to be a one-stop shop for our landlords. Whether you are a first-time landlord, you are an investor who is purchasing multiple properties, we are a one-stop shop. So it starts off by, if a owner is looking to purchase a home, we can help with that. I am here. I've been born and raised in Baltimore, so I'm very familiar with the Baltimore market. My partner was born and raised in the PG area, so she's very informative as far as if investors or first-time buyers want to buy in the in the PG or DC area. So we can help along with that process. We can get the property licensed. Regarding Baltimore City has just streamlined a new city inspection for properties in order to be license ready, in order to run it out to tenants. So, we are, like I said, a one-stop shop. We can help you find the property. We can renovate the property. We do anything from a small to full renovation. We are partnered with a general contracting company who's licensed in Maryland and in DC, currently working on their license in North Carolina and Atlanta. And then we also have a full maintenance team that does some of our rehabs as well. So we're fully equipped with staff. If you want to just have tenant placement and find a qualified tenant, the great thing about our business is that once we find a qualified tenant, we guarantee that tenant for 6 months. So if it just so happens that the tenant is evicted or things just don't work out, we will re-rent the property for free. So the good thing about that is, we maintain contact with the landlord. And if they, within 4 months, say, for example, the tenant loses their job or what have you, then the landlord can say, hey, the tenant isn't working out. We would evict them and then we would put a tenant in there for free. With tenant placement, our fee is first month's rent. So if your property is being rented for $1,100 a month, we would ideally collect the security deposit and first month's rent up front, and then depending on when the tenant moved, the rent would be prorated for the next month. So we do a lot of a background check on the tenant. We do a credit check. We call and verify employment. We're very thorough in our selection process. We started off from the beginning of the phone call. So if a tenant is calling and they're not, very friendly and don't seem like, they can conduct themselves professionally over the phone, we don't even move forward with the phone call. So when we talk to landlords, we find out what does the landlord want within their property. So does the landlord say, hey, I don't want children? Unfortunately, that's something we cannot do as far as fair housing, but this is the landlord's property. So, we find different ways to educate our landlords as well and let them know the certain laws within Baltimore. I'm sorry, within, the rental laws here in Baltimore. Some landlords say, hey, I only want a Section 8 tenant, or I want a voucher tenant, or whatever requirements they are, we try to maintain within those requirements, but also educate as well. So once we find a qualified tenant, we do the application process and we bring the qualified tenant to the landlord and we say, hey, here's the tenant's file. Please look through it. And they make the ultimate decision. One thing that we've noticed is an issue with a lot of these property management companies, and why a lot of landlords are switching over to us, is because a lot of property managers are making the decision for the landlord. So they'll give them a property and the next thing you know, the property's rented. Whereas we are saying, hey, we want the landlord to be an intricate part of this process as well, because, hey, this is your investment. You are ideally, spending whatever retirement or whatever investment money that you have saved to purchase a rental property. Why wouldn't you want to be a prime person responsible in the selection of your tenant or what goes on with your property? So we make sure that we're very hands-on with our landlords. We're letting them know whatever maintenance calls need to be done. We're letting them know, any inspections, anything that needs to be done. And we're making sure that we keep them abreast of everything that's going on. The great thing about our company as well is that we have a software where it gives our landlords a monthly owner statement of what's going on with their property. Any maintenance requests, any inspections, anything that's going on with their property. If the tenant is paid over, they'll know each month. So that detailed owner statement goes out monthly. And at the end of the year, we send them a 1099 for their tax purposes, for tax write-off on certain appliances they may purchase, or, whatever they may have put into the property that could possibly be a tax write-off. So like I said, we're a one-stop shop for our landlords. We try to keep them well informed. If we just have a landlord that just says, hey, I can manage my own property, but I would like the project management, we also do that as well. Right now, we're currently overseeing 2 projects where we're completely doing, we're completely overseeing the rehab of the property. So we'll go and take pictures and report back to the landlord or investor. We also do Home Depot runs and, go check on the property once a week or however many times a week that we've agreed upon with the owner, just making sure that the contractor is staying abreast with the project, because we find also with a lot of owners, especially out of state owners, is that, they hire these contractors here in Baltimore, and unfortunately not everybody has integrity. And, they take their money, they half do the job, and then, they tell them one thing. So we make sure that we oversee all projects and we are checking up on the contractors. We're doing a draw schedule. So we're saying, hey, we'll pay you this certain amount of money to complete this certain amount of work. We're going to make sure that certain amount of work is completed. And then from there, we are, releasing more funds for the next draw schedule. So that's how we pretty much focus our payments as far as paying any maintenance guys, any contractors. We're saying, hey, give us a draw schedule. So for this amount of work, you get paid this amount of money, and then the next draw and the next draw. So we're very thorough in our selection process, because this is what me and my partner do on a daily basis, 9 to whatever time in the evening. With property management, it can definitely be a very strenuous business as far as, maintenance requests and things of that such. Well, we have streamlined very well, but, anything can possibly happen. So, we make sure that we're very thorough in, and the services that we provide to our landlords as well as our tenants. Once a year, we do a sweepstakes for our tenants that pay on time. We give them gift cards. We recently just did one in October where, tenants who are paying on time, got a gift card for $100, second place received a $50 gift card, so we try to be well-informed as well as appreciative of our clients across the board, landlords as well as tenants. So that's a little bit about our business. We're here, like I said, in Baltimore, Maryland, PG, as well as DC. and we are looking to continue to build our business, and actually just passed our real estate license, so we will be able to assist in landlords who are looking to purchase as well. But as of right now, we have wholesalers, we have owners right now that are actively selling property. So anybody looking to come to invest in Baltimore or Maryland or PG, give us a call, and we would love to assist you in your buying needs. Our website is www.balt, which is B as in boy, ALT, a E and a Z, homes.com. And also, you can either contact us at the office at 410-779-9991, or you can contact us on our cell. My number is 443-540-1201, and we will be happy to help and, assist you in any way that you need.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tanisha, for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yes. Next up, we
have... so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Next up, we have Stephanie Jordan. Hi, Miss Stephanie. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
So tell our audience what Stephanie Jordan is all about.
Okay. Well, my name is Stephanie Jordan, and I am the CEO and designer of a jewelry designer of SRJ Jewelry Designs. And what my art is made from is seed beads, and I use about 90% seed beads to create my necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and I also do wooden plaques where I draw an image onto the plaque and then fill it in with seed beads. And then I shellac it to keep the beads from ever falling off. And then I put the hanger on the back, so it's always ready to go. I've opened up my Etsy shop, and I'm working on putting quite a bit of pieces in. But the Etsy shop is a nice platform, to get started with marketing. So I'm learning about marketing and merchandising. And when you start a small business, it's a lot of things that you need to know before you start a small business so that you can have foundation. We all need that foundation. And that's what I would that's what I've been working on too, learning about merchandising so that I can have a business that ends up being something that I can do for my income, my livelihood. And I've been enjoying making seed beaded jewelry for I think 15 years. It came about just me and Ida went to a store down in Mount Washington, and I saw these beads and I was like, wonder what they are. And I looked at them. They were very fascinating. I'd never seen anything like that before. And then we found a magazine that had all of these different types of ways to make crafts. And I seemed to gravitate toward it. It took a while for me to learn how to do the stitches. They were somewhat challenging, and there was not really anybody like it is today to ask, questions about what I was doing. So it took me a while to read and try and read and try. And, now I would love to be able to teach it, because I feel like art needs to be passed on to the next generation. As the saying goes, give a person a fish and you feed them for that day. You teach them how to fish, and you teach them how to live, to feed themselves for a lifetime. So I think art of any form should be shared, and not just for myself. That's why I make it to share this beautiful art, and I'm blessed to be able to learn how to do it. And there's still quite a few things I need to learn, but I'm just, it's just fascinating. It's like weaving, but using beads.
So how do our listening audience get in touch with you?
Okay. Well, I am, my email address is dreamsicle4@yahoo.com, and I'll spell that, which is DREAM as in Murray, CICLE, and the number 4.com. And my Etsy shop, as I said, is SRJ Jewelry Designs at Etsy.com. And I also have my phone number, 443-935-9731. If anybody's interested in purchasing any of my art. I also am creating art for your hair. If you have locks, I've created these beads that you string on string onto your locks, and they're colorful and they're very strong because I used a thread that was based on fishing. It was from the fishing line industry, and it came into the art industry, and it's very strong. I've been able to get my hair washed and twisted, and they are very strong. They've never come apart, and they stay in my hair. So I want to I want to put that out there eventually on Instagram and Pinterest, and hopefully it becomes an interest to a lot of people, So I'm just glad to be in it.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of being inside a Sister Circle. And the women, as you can see, are just so unique in what they do. It is just amazing. And I am so honored that these ladies are a part of this organization, and I'm able to learn so much from them. And all of these ladies information is on our website, sistercircle.org. So you can get their information from there and contact them. You can also link into their websites from there as well. So that way you can, connect with them and see how they can serve your needs. So we thank you, all of the women, and we also thank you, the audience, for sharing, for hanging in there with us and listening to the stories and the different businesses that are within the Sister Circle. So thank you so much. And ladies, thank you so much for being a part of this hour.
Thank you to the amazing women of a Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASCEN LLC, and our media partners. Let Just Minding My Business Media promote your business. For information, visit us at jmb.asistercircle.org. That's jmb.asistascircle.org. Voiceovers by RCH VoiceWorks. For when you want to be heard. Call 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.